Starting off with the OG of OGs. This is the original Superman theatrical trailer from 1978.
My friends, I'm not given to wild, unsupported statements.
Krypton.
And I tell you that we must evacuate this planet immediately.
The design on these suits is so cool. This has to be similar to the tech they use in Tron to make all those outfits glow in the computer world. But what if I had this one shard?
Much like ours, but with a greater intelligence.
Is it much like ours?
Powers. And a greater capacity for good.
And interior design. This room looks incredible. Now we launch the baby. The roof isn't opening yet. Oh, we'll just smash through it. That's how that was designed. The casual pace from these two when their world is literally disintegrating. Cut to practical explosion.
In one tragic moment, that world was destroyed.
Yo!
But there was
3D.
one survivor.
I'll send you my baby.
Now, wouldn't that beat all get out?
Ma and Pa Kent.
Because of the wisdom and compassion of Jor-El. Because he
Who
knew
you
the human
met
race
earlier.
had
I
the
may not have
capacity
mentioned
for
that that's who
goodness,
that was.
He sent us his only son. His name is Kal-El.
Not the little naked baby in the
will call
trailer.
himself
Am I okay?
Clark Kent.
That's on YouTube.
But the world will know him as Superman. This
Brother.
year, Superman brings you the gift of
The
flight.
optical shots of Christopher Reeve just floating on a string and
The
so
movie.
classic. Brings you right back. It's kind of an epic first trailer. They just really assume you're going to be interested and know a lot about Jor-El and the breaking apart of Krypton there in the beginning. The trailer has credits. Ned Beatty. Hello, friends, and welcome back to VHS. I am your host, Jesse, and today, yes, we are getting so close to James Gunn's new Superman movie coming out on the 11th of July, and by my calendar, I have hit the 1st of July as I'm recording this. So what an exciting time as we get close to the new Superman, which looks a lot of fun. Looks like it's heralding back to the classic Superman. What better time to celebrate those early movies with a look back at the classic trailers from the Christopher Reeve era Superman movies. Starting in the way beginning, which we just did. We're coming out of that into this introduction. And we're going to jump into 2, 3, and 4. Richard Pryor coming up soon. Look out for Richard Pryor. And let's see. Now, here's a fun thing to do while we look through these old trailers. I was thinking about this, is why I wanted to do this video. I feel in the marketing for James Gunn's new movie, Superman, he's doing a lot to harken back to the original aesthetic, especially with the graphics and the color beams and light and the music and the sort of classic feel of this one. It's not dark and brooding. We're going back to upbeat for the most part. Doesn't mean Superman can't get his butt kicked, and he's going to in this movie, which is going to be a lot of fun. So, as we watch these original trailers, what other connections can we make between James Gunn and his new approach and how he is wanting to harken back to all this classic stuff? Let's see if we can't make some more connections. All right, before we jump back in, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of what it is we do here, which is celebrating these classic movies as we run into a epic summer coming up with big movies. So let's dive in. Hey, okay, we made it to 1980 and Superman 2. Let's check out the trailer. Big logo! 1980s means graphics
Superman
for you.
2. The adventure continues with the 3 villains from Krypton.
Hold that. 1980. As you all famously know, around this time, Stanley Kubrick's The Shining is coming out. And he did a lot of shooting of the Southwest, the Midwest, of these helicopter shots. I'm sure this isn't one of them because it's a little too specific, but they even sold some of those helicopter shots from The Shining to Ridley Scott to use for his bad theatrical ending he was forced into for Blade Runner, the original theatrical cut of Blade Runner. And now we have these Kryptonians flying over these generic helicopter shots of the Southwest. Is there a connection? Inquiring minds want to know.
Each one with the same powers as
Terrence
Superman.
Stamp, now we're talking.
Each one
Oh,
dedicated
no.
to violence against mankind.
Helicopter.
Or 4 if you count him twice.
The adventure continues in Paris
He just growls?
with Lois Lane.
You gotta save Lois.
I believe this is your floor.
Man, the way they have to piece this together in editing with all the optical shots of Superman is a yeoman's effort by the editorial team.
In one
Remember in the trailer for the first one when the crystal escape pod for Kal-El breaks through the ceiling? Now the Kryptonians just break through the ceiling down in the White House? Kryptonians got to learn about doors, dude.
and Metropolis is in ruins.
The truth is that the threat from Zod is actually pretty good and entertaining and threatening and all that. But boy, howdy, has this franchise gotten goofy in a hurry. What gets goofier faster, the Jaws franchise or the Superman franchise? It's wild how silly this one feels already. But I remember it having impact.
Superman.
General, would you care to step outside?
I meant through the door! Goddamn Kryptonians! Whew. Light them up.
Revenge.
Now we're cooking, huh?
Gene Hackman's a good vibe as Luthor.
The big one's just
I think
as
Nicholas
strong
Holt's
as
trying to bring back a
Superman.
little bit of the fun.
If you've only
It
seen
didn't
the
burn a
first
hole
one,
through it. It
you
exploded the
haven't
entire
seen the
concrete.
best
Is that how that
part.
works? Was that a Coca-Cola diss? Is Superman a
In
Pepsi
Superman
product?
2.
I'm gonna end this music cue eventually. Okay, it's about this point. If you're saying to yourself, you know, I'm enjoying the Superman franchise, but I could use 100% more edgy stand-up comedians, I present Superman 3. Woo! Didn't start with the Superman logo. The music is enough now. So we start the Warner Brothers
When
logo.
it's time for adventure,
Yeah. Whoa!
it's time for Superman. Alexander Salkind presents Christopher Reeve
Don
and
LaFontaine.
Richard Pryor in Superman 3.
We've officially entered
This
full-on
time,
Don
Richard
LaFontaine
Pryor has
trailer
come to
voice era.
Metropolis,
Here he comes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
and he's got something to sell. He's the best con man and the world's greatest computer genius.
Let me tell you
What does this have to do with Superman? You may
But
be asking
then
yourself.
he falls for a scheme to turn the ultimate computer into the ultimate weapon.
Well, what will it do for me?
It will do anything you tell me to tell it to do.
A machine so powerful
Kill Superman.
Baby! It's Daddy!
it can control the Earth.
By control the Earth, you mean change the walk sign and the stop sign. Check. You can put water inside of cars?
Now, getting down to business.
Change the weather.
The eyes. It's all in the eyes for Pryor.
You know something? You're a genius.
And reprogram Superman.
Thought you'd never get here.
Well, I hope you don't expect me to save you, because I don't do that anymore.
Do what anymore? Yo, I remember the Rockets.
He didn't die. I asked you to kill Superman, and you're telling me you couldn't even do that.
I
one
gave you a
simple
chance to
thing.
be a cop and you blew it.
All right, Webster, the game's over.
But only the man
Aha.
who pulled the switch on Superman
Oh, see, I'm not with them, Superman. Could have fooled me, mister.
Can pull the plug on Super Machine.
You're going to go down in history as
The end fight is Superman versus some boxes?
No.
Electric boxes? He did it. I genuinely have not seen this one since I was a child. I can't remember. Looks like maybe by the end Richard Pryor has a change of heart here. The rainbow colored graphics.
This time is going to be the best
These
time of all.
7 actors. The adventure still continues. Nope, no subtitle. Just 3. Is it getting breezy in here? Well, what a magical ride it's been so far. What better way to end than for the quest for peace? I think this one is
The
Superman
greatest
versus nukes.
Against the threat of nuclear war is Superman.
I'm going to do what our governments have been unwilling or unable to do.
He's still looking so good, huh? He's not really aging through these movies.
Our planet of all nuclear weapons.
That wasn't suggestive at all.
The greatest threat to Superman.
Oh yeah, charge it up.
Smarter than I thought. We can make the world safe for war profits.
He's created the ultimate weapon to annihilate the Man of Steel.
You'd risk worldwide nuclear war for your own personal financial gain. Nobody wants war. I just want to keep the threat alive.
Generic.
Dude of Steel.
Was that a Superman power? Reconstituting walls?
You know you're a workaholic. Why don't you stop and smell the roses, huh?
You guys, I've watched a lot of movies, and I've watched a lot of people talk about phallic metaphors and metaphors for sex in movies and how it's laced in, and I get tired of it. Not every rocket ship is supposed to be that. Not every exploding volcano is supposed to represent the culmination of that act. But what is going on in this movie? This trailer is all torpedoes and exploding volcanoes. Woo!
Superman 4, Christopher Reeve.
They're not trying to say anything?
Jackie Cooper, John Cryer with Mariel Hemingway
John
and Margot
Cryer.
Kidder as Lois Lane. Superman 4, his most important adventure, the quest for peace.
The quest to jam that chode into the volcano? That one was weird for a lot of reasons. Holy smokes, that last one was super weird. I don't remember the generic villain that Luthor creates for him to fight, but he looks terrible. It actually kind of looks a lot like what they did for Sentry, the Sentry in the new Thunderbolts movie, but that was better. This looks really weird. A lot of fun there, a lot of nostalgic hits. In order of preference of which ones of those I want to see, I gotta say, I want to see the first one first. I want to go Pryor after that. Then I'll go back for number 2. Looks like they were still having fun, and Zod is still great. But, you know, we've done Zod maybe a little bit better recently with Michael Shannon. I don't know how you guys are feeling about that. So I'll take the Zod movie number 2 third, and then that fourth one fourth, because I don't know what that was. I don't really understand what that was. If you have a better insight onto why Quest for Peace is actually really good, I'd love to see that in the comments. Or you tell me, what are your favorite? How do you rank these 4 Christopher Reeve movies? He was awesome. In an era of filmmaking of Superman that was supposed to be about him just getting the job done, not actually being vulnerable, except to kryptonite every time, but him actually just being able to get the job done and be the avatar for peace that we need to save us and keep our little planet together, he was the man. Love Christopher Reeve in these early movies. Whew. A lot of Superman left to come, and we'll keep getting into it for the rest of the week as we get closer to James Gunn launching his Superman on July 11th. Can't wait. Hope to see you there. We'll talk about it afterwards. And until then, we live here. Only on VHS. There was a lot to suggest in that last trailer, you guys.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Oh, and please like and subscribe. Check out more of our videos. Leave a comment. Or don't. You do you.